Good morning, everyone. Happy you're with us. Look at there. We got some sunshine here in central Alabama.
Woo!
Nice to see that.
Woo!
Been a minute or two.
Woo!
Dixon and Vining at Talk 99.5, talk995.com. It's April 29th, and we are in 2026. Looks like rain gone for a bit. Don't see much of it. It's south of us. It's south of the Birmingham area. Montgomery may be seeing a little bit of that, and toward the beaches. Over toward Georgia, a little bit of it as well. We're not quite done with it. Maybe expecting a little bit more tonight. And then just little chances through the next couple of days. But 78, the daytime high for today, 71 for tomorrow, and 72 for Friday. Doesn't look too bad.
Nope.
But it's kind of nice. We got a break. We got that soaker that we desperately needed across the state. And things should green up and be beautiful from here.
Beautiful. Very much looking forward to it. Good stuff all around. Mr. Bugs knows that the water is going to send bugs inside your home. It's what happens. You know, they like moisture, but not that much moisture. So they're going to be like, oh, how do I get out of this? Start finding the cracks and crevices, nooks and crannies that they can get through to get into your living room, get into your kitchen, and begin eating your snacks.
My
Boo.
snacks.
Nobody wants that.
What?
Don't be eating the snacks.
They're in my snacks?
That's my little Debbie. How dare you? Yeah, Mr. Bugs will come out and they'll make sure they lay down that barrier so that you don't have the bugs coming in, and the ones that get inside will die a holy see-you-in-hell kind of death, which is what you're after, really. And Mr. Bugs is also going to take care of your termite bonding and your mosquito reduction and small rodent control. They do it all for one low price, bundle it together. If you only want one of their things, if you just go, I just need the pest control, great, they can do that. That's not a problem. If you want to change your termite bonding over to them, you got to have termite bonding. We're in the South, man. Then they'll be happy to make that happen for you as well. Whatever it is you need, as much or as little, as frequently or as infrequently as you like. Mr. Bugs is all about being flexible. You give them a call statewide, 844-MRBUGGS, 844-MRBUGGS, MrBugs.com. They know what bugs you. Now, if you were to go to a concert you were really looking forward to, a concert you couldn't wait to attend.
Right.
And it was disrupted by rain and thunder and lightning.
Yeah.
And there were only 6 songs to go. 6 songs to go at the end. Would you be like, I want all my money back? Or would you say, I need some of my money back? Or would you be like, luck of the draw?
Right. I'd be
So
luck
I'm
of the
guessing
draw.
this was at an outdoor, like an amphitheater.
No, it was inside. Yeah, of course it was outside.
Okay, I'm just double checking. I mean, did the roof fall in it like the Mercedes-Benz Dome or what?
No.
At that point in time, give me my money back.
I want the money back because people died. No.
Yeah, I mean, you're taking your chances when you're going outside.
Yeah.
You just might get rained on, and it might just be too serious to be able to continue.
6 songs. Doesn't seem like a lot. Zach Bryan was playing a gig in Nebraska, and they ended the show early due to poor weather conditions.
So it was out of his control completely.
Yeah.
Right.
I figure he probably filled up a major stadium. He usually does. And, at some point you go, well, we got to get these people out of here safely. There was lightning directly above the stage. They, played for as long as they could before they killed it. And then, made a run for it. And people are, you didn't talk to us and you didn't give us any information. I waited in my car for 4 hours and they never started again. And I paid a lot of money to see this show and it's just not fair. And his response, Zach Bryan, Karen tweet. Very nice.
I think well, part of it is it sounds like these people have been through it. When one person complained they were in their car for 4 hours and it was the weather. The problem was not Zach. The problem was the weather. Be mad at the weather, not at him.
That's right.
I mean, he's doing everything he possibly can to keep the show going and play the music. But at some point, if there's lightning, you got to go, we all got to go.
Mm-hmm.
Blame your local James Spann.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You go after Nebraska's version of James Spann. That's who should be paying
after
you
Mother
money.
Nature. Don't be mad at him. And I know it costs you money and time, but an outdoor event, you just don't know. We've been through that. We've had Jawbone Jams where it's like, oh my God, it's pouring down rain.
This ain't going to happen.
Yeah, and you have to make the best of it. That's too bad.
I was at an Eric Clapton concert that got rained on at one point, and then it stopped raining, and we sat it out. We were just like, we're going to wait. I think we can make it through this. And we got wet, but it was fine. And then, guess what? Things cooled off. Moon came out. A little bit of a breeze. By the time we left, we were mostly dry, and we'd seen a great show. It was the Journeyman Tour, and it was fantastic. You're right. You're taking your chances when you go to an outdoor venue, especially in the spring. So, what really astounds me, and I guess because I couldn't name you a single Zach Bryan song.
It's kind of like the Morgan Wallen show in Tuscaloosa because they got a little rain with that as well. It's like, okay, take a rain jacket. Again, in life, especially with outdoor events,
into each Zach
I
Bryan
would
concert,
say,
a little rain must
if,
fall.
If
is
he
what you're
sang
saying.
2, 3, 4 songs and you missed 3/4 of the concert,
Right.
then you go, hey, yeah, I would like
Come
my
on,
money back.
Give me some money back.
Let's figure something out here.
But
with
here's what
6
I
songs
don't get:
left.
Zach Bryan, a guy who I know nothing. I don't know a single song of his. I know there's some people around here who know members of his band. I don't know, but people are paying $1,000 to go to this show. They're paying $1,000.
Well,
a
that's
ticket
on
for this.
you.
Yeah. I look
like,
at that and go, if you paid
wow.
$1,000 to go see this show and it got rained out, yeah, you're a moron. I'm sorry. That's just there are very few bands that I would pay $1,000 to see. Virtually none now that Aerosmith is not touring. I would have paid $1,000 to see Aerosmith if that had worked out, but it did not, and so no such luck.
We're getting some rulings now from the Supreme Court, the big honchos,
Yeah.
the Supreme Court.
The big high muckety mucks. is
Yeah,
what you're saying.
Louisiana's redistricting plan.
This has to do with gerrymandering over race, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Could be.
Okay.
Yeah, I
well,
think that's the one.
We'll have to see what
what
is
comes
said
down.
about
But
this.
there's lots of people piled up outside the Supreme Court waiting on this, and we'll keep eyes on this and see what comes down in the next couple of minutes.
We'll have an answer for you as soon as they have an answer for us. National Religious Broadcaster has filed an FCC complaint over the Jimmy Kimmel Live monologue where he talked about Melania being has the glow of an expectant widow. So they thought was
Just
kind of
really bad.
tacky. But you know what's funny is he came back on and he explained himself and said, I was just talking about their difference in ages. That he's going to outlive her, or she's going to outlive him by a lot. That's not unreasonable. And then, was it yesterday? I want to say he was talking about his mother and father and how they were married for 65 years. And he looks at Melania and says, "I'm sorry, darling, we're not going to make that record. It's not possible.
Yeah,
There's no way."
He's made jokes.
And Jimmy Kimmel comes on and he goes, "Did he just make a joke about his own death?" Like, hello, it was basically the same joke. Okay, so people who are losing their minds about
if
that,
that's what he meant.
Of course, that's
because
what he
again,
meant.
the timing is terrible
Well,
on this.
he made the joke, and then
Yeah.
2 days later there was an assassination attempt. If there'd been no assassination attempt, I don't think anybody would have thought about the joke at all.
Probably.
Which is generally the way things go. I remember my buddy Goose. He worked overnights, and we had just had 2 celebrity deaths. And I walked in the morning. It was in 95.1 The Fox in Montgomery. And he goes, 2 celebrity deaths. Who's going to be next? And off the top of my head, I said, Lucille Ball. She was dead before sunset.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good one.
And he was like, you killed Lucille Ball.
All right, here's what they're saying. Supreme Court has struck down Louisiana's second majority black congressional district.
Oh, that's funny.
Wow.
Isn't that funny?
That's
That's funny
pretty
because they
wild.
made us make one. They made Alabama make a second black majority congressional district.
They just
Huh.
struck it down.
That's interesting. Hey,
You're going to
legislature.
look back at Alabama?
Hey,
You're going to come back and
I
we're going
think-
to redo this?
I think the legislature should get to go back and draw themselves another map and try again. I mean,
It's
if
like,
you could do that.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the deal there?
Come on. Need some answers. By the way, Bruce Springsteen actually said something kind about Donald Trump, and he opened the concert with thanks that the president and no member of his administration was hurt in the assassination attempt.
Wow, and I bet there were people in the audience that didn't like that.
Ooh,
That's what I'm saying.
you suck. Born to run. Probably. And Joey Logano is upset with Stephen A. Smith. Well, who isn't?
He's not the only one.
Yeah. Stephen A. Smith took off on a tear about how NASCAR drivers are not athletes. He said golfers and NASCAR drivers are not athletes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, I've heard variations on the same argument.
Sure.
Like Max Kellerman at one point in time when he was on ESPN said that, people driving in a whole big crowd, I do that every day in New York rush hour. Well,
Yeah.
you might have cars in front of you, behind you, and on each side of you, but you're not doing 200 miles an hour.
Exactly.
I will say this, too, that many of the golfers that are on tour, they are constantly in the gym working out. If you look at some of these players.
Yep, as are most of the drivers, regardless of what series you're in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And try 18 holes of golf, playing your best golf ever, and walking 18 holes 4 times in a row, 4 days in a row.
4 days in a row.
It's not as easy as you think. I know they're not carrying their bags and all of that, blah, blah, blah. They're not. Just try it.
Yeah.
Just try that.
Well, you down in that driver's seat.
and you go.
And I want you, it doesn't have to be a real race, but you should definitely be in the midst of a pack of cars moving at 200 miles an hour, and you should do that for at least 50 laps. At the
minimum.
end of it, you will go home and you will sleep for 2 days. I guarantee it.
Former Cup Series champion Kurt Busch, who's retired, called him out, said basically, listen, I'll do this. Jack, you 30 minutes or you pass.
Gosh.
And you have to wear the suit.
You don't
I
want
mean,
to.
that's
You
the
don't
thing.
want
Put
that
them in
bet.
that suit because
You
that
don't.
suit is a killer, man. It's a killer. It's supposed to keep you cooler, but just to,
Yeah, and if it malfunctions in any way, shape, or form, it's just hot water going through you.
And, if Kurt's going to do the driving, that seems incredible to me because the steering is half of it. This is why these guys have to have such upper body strength, I used to think exactly the way Stephen A. Smith did, and I got straightened out pretty quickly by a couple of NASCAR drivers that I was interviewing, and I was like, okay, you won me over. You get the point in this argument. I could not do it. I guarantee it. Any more than I could go play quarterback in the NFL.
Right. It's just a different sport. You're not running up and down a field.
No.
And I think everybody equates, he's an athlete. He's, running up a court, running up and down. Yeah, there's other forms of athleticism, and you have to be athletic and strong mentally, physically, to be able to do both of those sports.
Let's compare baseball to soccer. Soccer, where you
Vastly
don't stop
different.
running for 90 solid minutes. Baseball, where you run occasionally if the ball comes
You got to
in
be able
your,
to sprint.
in
You
your
got to be
area,
a good sprinter.
and you got to be able to run, the bases. I mean, it's two completely different sports. Are baseball players not athletes? I mean,
I would say they're athletes.
a case could be made that if you can do it while you're drinking a beer, it's
You're
Maybe
eating
so.
a hot dog every other inning, Babe Ruth.
But they're doing the same thing. I mean, those guys, those baseball players, college or professional, they're in the gym. They're running, miles. They're running sprints. They're doing all the things that a normal athlete would do.
A normal athlete. So you're saying they're abnormal athletes is what
I'm
you're
just
saying.
you do all of these
What about
things.
bowling? How do you feel about bowling?
I don't
Not
think
so much?
I don't think so.
Darts? How do you feel about darts?
I don't think you need.
What about lawn darts?
No,
9:18.
Dodge lawn darts.
that's a beer. You need a beer in your hand.
Steve's turn's next.
I might need more than a beer.
That'd be the song that closed out the entire series of Breaking Bad, if you remember the grand finale. Boy, I missed that show. 925, Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, Talk and 99.5.com. I'll tell you what, because he doesn't have much time, how about we just go straight to this guy, huh?
It's Steve's turn.
Well, on Monday's show of Jeopardy, Monday's episode saw the end of what showrunners call a super champion. In this case, his name Jamie Ding. He spent 31 days on Jeopardy, won just shy of $900,000. Fell only 1 day short of James Holzhauer's noted 32-game winning streak. But being the gambler that he is, Holzhauer pulled down a heck of a lot more money during his 32-day run. But that got me to thinking, what exactly makes a Jeopardy super champion? Well, to get inside the top 10 of all-time winners, you're going to have to win at least 19 games in a row now. But to get into the top 5, you'd have to tie Ding's run of at least 31 straight. Above him, as I noted, Holzhauer has 32. Then there's a guy by the name of Matt Amodio, 38. Amy Schneider at 40. And then current show host Ken Jennings, who ran off a seemingly now unreachable 74 straight wins. Ding's money total also puts him in the top 10 of the all-time show money winners. His total, unlike the 5 above him, at least for now, is only regular season winnings. He racked up $882,605. Of course, that'll be significantly less when Uncle Sam and Big Brother California take their cuts. But now Ding is, of course, going to have a chance to add to that because he'll be back. He'll be back for things like the Tournament of Champions, which pits the biggest winners of the season against each other for $1 million. Could also come back in the future for other tournaments. To break into the all-time top 5 moneymakers of Jeopardy, $3.5 million is where you got to get. Amy Schneider's total. In at number 4, Matt Amodio, 3.58. James Holzhauer is third, 3.612. Ken Jennings comes in second. He pulled in $4.37 million. But at the top is a guy by the name of Brad Rutter. Brad Rutter only won 5 regular season games because he came in, and this was before the game limit of 5 was eliminated. But he's won several tournaments throughout the rest of the time, and in all, he has racked up, in Jeopardy winnings alone, $4.938 million. So if you'd like to become a Jeopardy super champion, good luck.
No.
Super champion.
I don't want to.
Never?
It's hard.
It's and I'm an unabashed Jeopardy fan, so I'll admit, watching that run by him or any of the guys that I just talked about, very impressive.
I could see myself falling apart on the scene. You know, I know the answers at home, but then when you're there and you actually have to push the button and you got to be the fastest one, and you miss a couple, and then you start to get discombobulated. You're like, I'm at negative 700. How did this happen? And you know, next thing you know, it's like, and you're not even going to be playing Final Jeopardy, Richard. Thanks for dropping by.
They make it look easy, don't they?
They do.
They do.
Many,
Yeah.
many of the contestants.
I know the vetting process. I know a couple of people have been on it, as does Steve, and I know a person who's never been on it but has tried multiple times. Because there's several steps to the process, and you can pass all the steps.
Durably.
Never mind. Thanks for dropping by, because you have to. I mean, even as dry as those contestants are, you got to have at least a little personality if you're just going to.
And probably be able to, roll and speak and go quick. If you're like just kind of dragging, and this isn't going to work.
Chachi. What game show do you think you would be good at?
Oh, gosh. Maybe The Price is Right.
You think The Price is Right?
Yeah. Right of prices and Alex. From gasoline to food.
Put me on A Millionaire. Is that a game even?
Yeah.
I think there is still
Is that like a
version of that.
daytime version?
I think so.
I could do that.
What was the one with Howie Mandel and the suitcases?
Oh, yeah.
The money?
Yeah.
I like that show, too. I can't think of
sad.
it now.
We can't even remember.
think of
I
the
can't
name of the
remember the name
show.
of it.
Deal
no.
or no deal?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
Check
actually
it later.
thinking about trying out for that one that Nate Bargatze's hosting.
Oh, yeah. Average American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about trying out for that.
Oh,
That
you're
looks like
way-
it might be fun.
I'm thinking about gaining like 200 pounds and trying The Biggest Loser.
I'm sorry, weren't you just on a diet earlier this year?
Yeah,
Getting
that-
prepared for the
that came and went.
summertime
Yeah,
here?
forget it.
I'll tell
Just
you who could.
forget it.
I can tell you who could win The Biggest Loser by not having to change at all. John Bird.
Oh,
Man.
that was not nice, Richard.
I take great joy in these things.
Oh, it's not fair to pick on him right now.
Of course it is.
He needs some uplifting. He needs hugs.
I said he'd win.
Tell him
I said he'd be
you
a
said
winner.
winner.
Yeah. Winner on The Biggest Loser.
Wasn't very
Denson
nice.
and Fuller. My insurance agent should be yours. Crescent Avenue in Homewood. These guys are local. They're independent. They will compare all of your insurance prices. Make sure you're getting the right insurance, not overinsured, not underinsured. They've done this for me, and they take great care of me. Auto, home. They used to insure my motorcycle. If you got a boat, if you got an RV, they do it all. And you're going to love it when they bundle it all together, too. That's Denson and Fuller, 414-1476. DensonandFuller.com, online, 9:30, Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, Talk99.5.com. More texts coming up soon.
936, Dixon and Vining at Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Nice to see the sunshine out there. A little break from all of the rain that we've had the last 24-plus hours. It's not totally gone. Maybe see a little bit more of that tonight. If you're right now tooling down the road and you're checking out your vehicle and you're just like, I need to get into a different ride. Maybe you had a truck for a period of time. It's got some miles on it, some wear and tear, and you're like, I want something new. Well, before you get into the new automobile or truck or SUV, sell your car currently through Birmingham Broker, the hassle-free way to make sure that you get every dime and dollar that's in that vehicle. And I'll tell you, if you talk with Craig over at Birmingham Broker, he'll tell you cars are selling quickly. There's still a lot of equity in used cars. The values are still very, very high. So if you're thinking about doing that, why not take all the hassle out of selling that vehicle yourself and let Craig and the guys at Birmingham Broker do it for you? The experience, once you do this, you'll probably go, I will never do it any other way. I'll first sell the car or truck this way, and then I'll take the check, and I'm going to go make my deal on my next vehicle. It's really the best process. It's a great way to sell your car, a smart way, a safe way to do it. And he's right here in Birmingham. Craig has been with us since day one, when we signed on 10 years ago, right there with us. So we appreciate him and all that he has done for our audience, our listeners. They love him. Birmingham Broker, downtown Birmingham, 2224 4th Avenue South. Get in touch with him today by going to bhambroker.com. Hello.
Hey.
Whoa.
Oh, hi, it's me. Sorry.
I thought Steve turned your mic off.
No, that was me.
Wasn't me this time.
Steve is doing his
Steve
job.
had had enough of you today.
Steve is knocking it out of the park as usual today. I'm the one screwing it up. Okay. National pizza chain testing drone delivery in one area. That chain would be Little Caesars. It's weird to me because they're the home of the hot and ready $6.99 pizza,
Yep.
And you're like, well, once you start adding delivery to that cost is going to go up. And when you add a drone, right?
Yeah, because you got to pay for the drone and,
The
cost of
drone can carry up to 8.8 pounds of cargo, so I guess you could get a pretty
couple
big
of
order.
couple of pizzas and maybe some garlic bread. And good to go. Don't add that 2-liter bottle.
Flytrex is the name of the organization. You can check the Flytrex app and confirm your address falls within the area being tested. It's not here. Order 2 large 16-inch pizzas plus add-ons and drinks or stay under the delivery weight limit. You have to stay under the weight limit. Submit your order through Flytrex app. Little Caesars location will prepare your order. The Sky 2 drone collects the order curbside. The drone flies autonomously to your address, averaging 4.5 minutes from takeoff to delivery. The Sky 2 hovers over your drop zone and lowers the package by wire, so no landing is required.
That's pretty cool.
That'd
It
be
really
pretty cool.
is. Technology, isn't it great?
So I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does the website keep track of the weight, or do you have to?
I imagine that if you put all that in, and they have their little measurement that goes like, you're going to have to take off those crazy bread. Sorry.
Now they're going to have a
Not gonna
scale
work.
inside Little Caesars.
Yeah.
They have to weigh the whole order
Exactly.
before they attach it to the
what we
drone.
call
Sorry, you're 1/10 of a pound.
So
over.
2
That's
drone
right.
order right here. We got a 2 drone
We're going to have to
order.
leave a drink back. Sorry. Can we make 2 trips? No, just one.
To be fair, I do like Little Caesars Detroit-style pizza. They do a pretty good Detroit-style pizza. But that's about it. They're regular. They're hot and ready. It's fine. It's exactly what you're paying for, $6.99 for a pizza that's already done.
And you know what's already, running through many people's minds is, we live in the great state of Alabama. There's a lot of firearms and things
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
How many of these things are going to get shot out of the sky?
Can we take a
Hey, pizza,
Free
shoot
pizza,
it! Y'all
get
get
it!
out in the backyard. Let's shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner, kids.
Jed,
look,
get under there.
out
Catch that, would you?
Yeah. Hope it doesn't land face down. You're like, oh, order another one.
Oh, God. It becomes a competition between you and your neighbor. Hey, next time you see that drone, it's mine. No, it's mine.
The pizza falls on my side of the fence. It's mine.
I'm sure it's just me, but I think about all the wires that are strung all over the place.
telephone
I mean,
wires,
these drones have got to be really smart to be able to avoid that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got to be able to go up over some of these wires and maybe fly under some others, and then there's treetops and all the stuff that They must be
I mean,
very
they
smart
they
drones.
just put the coordinates into the drone and it goes.
Yeah.
Or is
Yeah,
somebody
they're not-
back at
no.
Little Caesars flying the
No
thing
one
to
is steering
the
it.
address?
It autonomously goes to your
Golly.
address, or so they say.
Wow, that's
I
amazing.
imagine if they had to have somebody sit there and steer it, then you'd be paying him money,
Yeah,
and it's like you may as well have
now
someone
it's not
deliver
worth it, right?
Yeah.
It's too expensive.
Well, I hope it works
Right, you
out.
have to go to before you start working at Little Caesars, you must go to a special school to learn how to drive the
Drone school.
fly the drone.
BT.
Well, they just need a little, a little tiny, one man plane, like an ultralight. You know
Yeah.
how they have the ultralights?
Sure.
But it just goes, zzz, and you drop the.
Right.
So there's like it's a manned.
And have a little parachute on the pizza,
Yeah.
so when you
And
drop it, poof,
You could put the lunch buddy on the guy and have
you
a
go.
snack on his way
on
to
its way.
deliver your pizza.
Sure, why not? BTS is stepping into the grocery aisle.
Who and why?
BTS is a Korean pop group.
Oh, that's why I don't care.
Not a big fan. They're launching Arih, A-R-I-H, a new Western Korean fusion food and beverage brand created in partnership with Paldo. Modern noodle pushing instant ramen forward. Probiotic energy drinks.
You're talking a language I'm not understanding any of this.
Dual biotic soda.
What? What?
I'm here to tell you, you
Dual
lost me at the
right.
Western Korean fusion.
Hey, you lost
Everything
me at-
after that's like, what?
You lost me at BTS. So
Yeah.
I was
Well,
like,
that's probably true, too.
Let's start this again. What in the world?
BTS just got out of the Korean Army. I think that's the ones. Like they all had to do 2 years of mandatory service.
Is
They
that
were
it?
all the same age.
Uh-huh.
So like Elvis, they went into the Army. The difference being they went into the Korean Army. He went into the U.S. Army. There for 2 years. Then it was a big deal that they got out. And there are people out there who, if it has BTS's name on it, I'm buying it. That's it. I love those guys. I'm going to buy it. I mean, they basically are Elvis and the Beatles combined in Korea and that section of the world, and even some places around here.
I'm sorry, I'm out of the loop.
Yeah, me too. I just know that.
That
Maybe
got me
I'll-
out of that loop.
I've heard
I
one
don't-
of their songs, and I was like, it's okay. I'm not
Not our
against
kind of
it.
music.
I mean, all these words you're using, probiotic,
Words.
and energy, biotic soda,
So many
BTS,
words. Why
I
are you
want
so
probiotic.
ARIH,
With all the words.
Western Korean fusion food,
fusion?
Paldo. I'm
Mm.
like,
Well, how about this?
give me something English. What do we got?
Grogu Nilla Nummies.
Oh no, we're going worse.
We'll get you Mandalorian. How's that?
What is this?
Nilla wafers and Star Wars are bringing Grogu Nilla Nummies to shelves.
Okay.
Say that 3 times fast. Grogu Nilla.
Grogu Nilla Nummies. Grogu Nilla Nummies. Grogu Nilla Nummies. Come on. They sound delicious.
Oh, parents, get this for the kids.
What exactly separates these out from your
Nilla-
regular Nilla wafers?
They're slightly smaller
They're
and
green
blue.
or blue. They
Yeah.
look green.
Oh, they're
in the
blue. Oh,
picture.
okay. Well, that answered the question from George Carlin. What happened to the blue food?
I guess
Grogu
if they turn
likes-
green, you know they've gone bad.
Probably. Yeah.
Grogu likes his blue cookies. That's what I'm led to believe. I have no idea because I've never seen the damn show.
open
Not
up
one
the-
episode of
you
it.
open up
I've
the
seen it,
box
but
and
I don't remember the whole blue cookie thing.
you open up the box and
Okay.
it's orange. Oh no, these have really gone stale.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nilla Grogu Nilla Nummies. See, I can't even say
You're,
it.
you're
Can't
trying
even say it.
hard, aren't you?
Can't even
Okay.
get it out.
Would you like something that'll make you stop laughing? Would you like me
Sure,
to calm
why
you
not?
down? I'll give you something. McGriddles are being
Oh,
discontinued
no.
at McDonald's.
What?
As of today, McGriddles are being discontinued at McDonald's.
You know what? It's those UK people. They don't know a good thing when they've got it. What's
just-
the matter with you people?
Just in the UK, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're keeping 'em
they're-
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just shh, don't tell them. More for us.
This explains why the king is here.
Right.
He's
Get a
probably
McGriddle.
like, I say,
Mm-hmm.
I understand. Could you stock me up with those, Donald? I hear you enjoy some fine fast food. We can get some for you, Kingy.
Listen,
We've got the abilities.
the first time I had a McGriddle, I was like, oh, this is just decadent
Yeah.
heaven right here.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not good for you, but gosh, are they good.
Mm.
The sweet, the salty, the cheese, the egg.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. What's not to love about it?
I was talked into it. I thought the idea of a breakfast sandwich with syrup-laden pancakes, like it's got that maple flavor. I
Right.
thought that sounded horrible. I was like,
at
this
first,
is.
I was like, no, I don't want that. And then first time I ate it, I was like, oh, I can never come back here.
It took me
Because I'll
one
be
bite.
eating this every day.
One bite to be like, and we have a new favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. Wendy's bringing back their iconic sweet and sour sauce.
Didn't know it was gone.
It was.
I
They
don't
took it
remember
away.
them having it.
Well, they did. When they first came out with nuggets, they had it. Then you might remember they started to come out with just this series of sauces. It was crazy. They're like, and we got this one and this one and this one. And quietly in the midst of all that, sweet and sour goes away. Well, they got like 27 sauces. And I'm thinking, all I want is the sweet and sour. That's all I've ever wanted with my nuggets. I will take, if they're going to give me 2 sauces, I want 1 barbecue and 1 sweet and sour. And that's it. And that's the way I've always eaten my nuggets from all the way back to the McNugget time to now. I don't care about any other sauces. Those are the only 2 I want.
It's kind of like going to the Chinese buffet. Sweet and sour chicken's great.
Listen,
Oh, man.
Richard, don't be afraid to break out a little bit. It'll be all right.
No, I've tried other sauces. Don't get me wrong.
He doesn't like
I've
them.
tried other sauces. I'm just like, nothing comes between me and my sweet and sour, baby.
I hear you.
And Wendy's had about the best in the business, in my opinion. I thought they had the best sweet and sour. So why they took it away, I have no idea. But I got mad at them. I wrote a horrible letter to
Did you?
corporate. I've never been back.
Did it work?
No.
Did you hear from the CEO?
I lied.
And you've been back.
I went back again and again. Kool-Aid has now joined the hydration gang.
Of course they have.
What?
With the
little
the
packets.
hydration gang.
It's little packets that
You
go
pour it
into
in your water.
water. It's zero sugar grape and zero sugar tropical punch. Tastes just like Kool-Aid, but
Hey,
it's
now
got
I could do the
essential
grape. I
electrolytes.
love the grape Kool-Aid. Can I
Okay.
just tell you that? That is like so delicious.
I like the green.
Green.
I
If
think
you want to
it's
get
lime.
hydrated drinking Kool-Aid, you mix the entire thing and you drink the entire pitcher.
You could do that, I guess.
I have to have the sugar-free kind.
This is zero sugar.
That is zero sugar.
Kool-Aid hydration, zero sugar grape. Okay.
Mhm.
Talking my
There's
language.
a lot going on there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're looking for something else that you can just open your mouth and pour directly in,
That would be?
Papa John's garlic butter sauce is rumored to be coming
Oh, my goodness.
to grocery store shelves.
This better be more than a rumor.
This
This will be a bad tease if it's not
This
right.
is going to be a big seller.
You
if
know,
it, if it
it's,
tastes just like what's in that little
Yeah.
thing that they bring to you with your pizza.
It should be concerning that this is supposed to be butter and garlic, and they're just going to put it in a squeeze bottle and put it on a shelf somewhere. You're like, shouldn't this be
that's-
refrigerated? This seems like it should. Nope. That's not really butter in there.
no.
You know that's not really butter.
Yeah, and usually when it comes, it's real liquidy. You know, like
Yeah.
more butter than anything else in it.
It's melted fat. I don't know what it is, but it's not butter.
Hmm.
But I could definitely.
What if they put it on the bottle and say it's butter? You
They're
still
lying.
don't believe it's butter?
I don't believe it's. I can't believe it's not butter at this point.
It's
I
got to be. It's got to be real close to what's in the Papa John's pizza.
I think
because if
it's,
it's different, the
yeah.
consistency and everything's different. It's not going to do well.
I think it's a margarine type of
a
thing.
margarine.
Margarine. I think it's margarine.
Margarine.
I don't know. I worry about it. I do my own clarified butter at the house, which, you know, it takes about 2 sticks of butter to come out with 1 stick's worth of clarified butter, which is delicious and wonderful, and you can use it on your Blackstone. It doesn't burn. You know, it's got a high smoke point and all that good stuff. But sometimes I will use it, and I will just mix a little garlic in there and just, you know, put it in the squirt bottle and squirt it on stuff because it's delicious.
Oh,
basically,
gosh, Richard, I'm coming over to your house.
I'm getting the same thing. I'm getting the same thing out of it. Yeah, man.
That sounds good.
Throw that on some popcorn. Yum. Parrot Structural Services, parrotss.com, 668-2626. When the foundation goes cattywampus, you want these guys on the scene for the grout pumping, the slab jacking, the soil stabilization, the wall tiebacks, the helical pier system. That's the big one, the one that's going to work the best for you. Parrot Structural Services uses these all the time, and they can help you out and get you into the right position depending on where you are now. You know, if there's nothing wrong, they're going to tell you that, and not a lot of guys are going to do that. They look at every phone call with dollar signs in their eyes. Parrot Structural is like, hey, look, we'll help you if you need it. We won't if you don't. It's just that simple. ParrotSS.com, 668-2626. Online at ParrotSS.com, licensed, bonded, insured, E-Verify compliant. Ask about their life of the structure warranty. They know what they're doing at Parrot Structural Services. Dixon, a question of the day coming up next. The Stoneman's cavalry came and they tore up the tracks again. Why are people from Canada singing as if they're from the South? I'm confused. That's the band, by the way. That's probably their most famous song. Love them. Joan Collins did a version of it as well. I'm sorry, Judy Collins. Joan Collins was the actress. Judy Collins is the singer.
It's one of those Collinses.
Yeah. 9:56 with Dixon Dividing, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Daniel says, here's a clue. You don't see overweight NASCAR drivers.
Yep, that's
Not
so
anymore.
Talking about Stephen
They're
A.
like,
Smith.
you
Tony
know,
was the last one, wasn't he?
horse jockeys.
Pretty
They're
much,
about
yeah.
that size.
He was still in great shape. He just put
The thing
on
about
some-
it is, if you look at him now, he's
Yeah.
even in even better shape.
Tony Stewart.
He's
Yep.
switched over to the NHRA. He's running Top Fuel.
Oh, man. Edwin says, sounds like he, Stephen A. Smith, never played 18 holes. I feel like I've been beat up the next day. Every muscle's tore, like you just worked out for 4 hours. Well, maybe you're doing it wrong, Edwin. But that's me after playing drums for about 4 hours, I understand. If he does get in the car, Smith needs to do Talladega and Bristol or Atlanta with no plates, says Patrick. That
Wow,
would
Oh,
speed things
we've
up.
already, we've kind of thought about that. We need to put him at Talladega with no plates and then have one of the current drivers
Just-
run him around Bristol for about 30 laps.
If nothing else, you're just going to scare him to death. I mean, one
Yeah.
or two laps, and
That's
he's going to
good.
be like, get me out of this car.
Maybe he'll realize what these guys are actually doing.
Yes.
He'll get out and people
A
be
newer-
like, Stephen, you're white.
This is
What happened?
This is like doing a ride along with a cop.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Just go on and do it, Stephen A. Smith, and see what you think about it.
Mickey
Not
says,
really what it's all cracked up to be.
Mickey says, I believe the term athlete includes both physical body athleticism like football, running, etc., and attributes of skill like golf, driving, etc., etc. All right, let's get to this, shall we?
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
It's a weird one. Depluralize a movie. The example I gave was Jaw. Steve.
One angry man.
Okay, that's good. What about you, Valerie?
Good fella.
Good fella. There's just one good fella.
One good fella.
Only the one.
One good fella. Yeah. Well, you could go with like one good man as
you
opposed to a
could.
few good men. You just get the
Yeah.
one good man. The rest of them are all garbage. I was thinking the one commandment.
Oh.
Yeah,
Boy,
there's that.
We'd be a lot of trouble without the other 9.
Brave says Silence of the Lamb. Drew says Hole, Cocoon, Plane, Train, and Automobile.
That's a good one.
Boomer tells us Talladega Night. Sam says One Dalmatian. I like this one, Tracy. The Beverly Hillbilly. Smokey. No bandit, apparently. Goonie. The One Samurai. I think wasn't it just The Last Samurai? I don't know. Child of the Corn. How
Oh,
about The Bird?
that movie would be a fail.
A Lion and Prejudice. Think about it.
Yeah. I know where you're going with that.
Close Encounter of the First Kind. A Crow on the Orient Express. Come on. Single Indemnity. Purple Raindrop. One Mule for Sister Sarah. A Single Unfortunate Event. One Crazy Night. A Tale of One City. One Bride for One Brother. The Blue Brother.
It's funny.
Revenge
The
of the
lost
Nerd.
member of the Blue Man Group.
I like it. A Band of Brother. Under the Yum Tree. What? One, A Space Odyssey. Blazing Saddle. Here's a classic. Tree Gump.
Well done.
I think that's the
Well
best one
done.
so far. Yes, very well done.
Raider of the Lost Ark. The Wild Goose. Stigma. The Lost Boy. One BC. One Monkey. The Dirty One. The Untouchable. And The Bridge of Madison County. That's it for us. We are out of here. Back tomorrow, dark and early, 6 a.m. Talking to then Dixon Dividing. Bye-bye now.